Hello mga kabayan, my name is Danny. One of the residents here in Australia, specifically sa Darwin Northern Territory, which is medyo mataas na part ng Australia. In that sense, yung temperature or weather namin dito is similar lang sa Philippines. So, kung yung transition, if you're living from Philippines and then move to this place, hindi masyado ganun kalaki yung difference. So, okay lang. Kumusta kami in terms of the COVID-19 issue? In general, dito sa place namin okay lang. In major Australia, I think may concern na in terms of making sure na hindi mag-spread yung mga positive cases na andito. And yung mga citizens or people na from China na taga rito and those who are also parang nag-vacation through the cruise ship, napauwi na rin. I think most of them, if not all. And they are being quarantined to a certain parang facility which is just 2 to 3 hours away by land travel from my place. So medyo malapit lang rin. But so far, I know things are okay naman, going well. They are really monitored highly. And then if there would be positive cases, um, ang ginagawa is they are sent to their local state or local or to where do they really live in. Most likely because yung mga hospitals doon is much more equipped to looking after COVID-19 cases. So, um, may mga napapadala doon. And then, yun, nilook after nila. Unfortunately, I think the latest news may isang nag-pass away. I think he's a 70 or 75-year-old male person, pero nagkaroon na rin siya ng iba pang sakit. So, I think that's really one highlight of this virus is that it is like parang ano siya, icing on the cake na parang you have this other comorbidities or ibang sakit and then mababa pa yung immunity mo and then factored in by your old age and then once you get hit ng virus na to, then that's high possibility you get killed. It's the worst case. Simply because there's no cure or there's no best way management except to boost in lang yung immune system mo. I think up until now, wala pang vaccine. I don't know how soon will they get, maybe the next year or next 2 years, earliest maybe in the next 6 months. But it's gonna take long. So, um, yun, containing lang yung cases na sana hindi pa mag-spread, walang outbreak. Which we are happy here kasi wala pa naman talaga. So, maganda yung um, uh, health management ng Australia pagdating sa kaso nito. Um, at, for us here in the Filipino community naman, wala pa akong narinig na may apektadong Filipino, which is good. And hopefully, sana, yun na nga, makakakuha na ng vaccine para tuluyan ng protektado lahat ng mga people sa buong mundo. Panic buying, especially for face masks, nakakaubusan na ba? I don't think there is a panic buying in a sense na alam na parang panic buying na makikita mo sa public na lahat binibili na hoard buying and stuff. Wala pa namang ganun. People are still living as usual, especially to sa place namin. Wala pa akong nakakita ng panic buying in that sense. Pero yun na nga, from other states siguro, people are trying to wear masks, especially sa mga major cities like Melbourne, Sydney, Perth, siguro doon. Lalo na may nag-positive sa kanilang place. So, they really try to wear and purchase those masks. But, nagkakaubusan, maybe yung the N95, may chance na nagkakaubusan. They have to really order it from somewhere else. Pero ang alam ko, galing sa Wuhan, China yung mga N95. So, I don't know where else they will get it at this time. Pero so far, okay pa. I don't see any panic people buying stuff sa mga groceries. Wala pa naman. Unlike what we see right now in South Korea, Iran, and Italy, doon unfortunately, hindi ganun ka-prepared yung government nila when it comes to containing and doing some travel ban or travel advisories. Kaya nakapasok yung mga may sakit and nagkalat siya. So, yun lang. Wala pa namang panic buying to answer that part of the question. Same with supply sa pagkain, normal pa rin ba? Yes, definitely. Dito sa place namin sa Darwin, wala. The usual, walang ni usapang about corona, hindi masyado siya na-highlight. However, since malapit yung quarantine area sa amin, yun lang, naglo-lookout lang yung mga media to see if may ipupunta sa hospital namin. Kasi, it's gonna be a big deal. We only got one hospital here and almost everyone from our territory or from our state goes to this hospital for major treatment. So, if may nagkaroon ng ganon, then I think that's gonna create public, hindi naman panic, pero public parang awareness na how's the hospital prepared for this, safe ba ang public, things like that. Pero so far, wala pa namang ganong nangyayari. So, as far as the supply of the food, supply of other stuff, normal pa naman. Going back about sa mga Australia Pinoy dito sa bansa na galing China and using the cruise ship, kumusta na sila? I think overall they're in good condition. Okay naman daw yung setup doon sa quarantine area. They got Wi-Fi, they got food, everything, medical assistance and resources talagang andon. And then if they get sick, immediately sisend sila doon sa kung saan, taga saan sila, and then doon sila papagalingin. Yun, naka-contain lang sila. Yun lang, may isa lang talagang nag-pass away. And there already been people who have been positive. So, others are just being observed, yun kina-quarantine. So, walang person of interest, I think, kasi lahat identified. And then they are put everything on quarantine area. Kasi wala pa namang, parang alam mo yun, yung parang nag-travel dito and then dito na kumalat. Parang lahat from China pa and stuff. Or from that cruise ship and then sent to that quarantine area. So that's the setup that I am aware right now dito sa Australia. Sa government, may mga mensahe, mga advices bang pinalabas ng government? Mensahe is primarily not to panic, and then they literally said just to go on with our usual lives. Siguro common sense na lang is to avoid public places, especially if mga tourist prone areas, because we couldn't know. Like before, China lang yung iniwasan, so most likely tourists from China lang yung kailangan bantayan. But now, even in Europe, from Italy, there's even from Africa, there's even from Middle East. So you couldn't really say na safe na maglabas-labas ngayon and just be in the open. So, yun lang. Then if you got some masks with you, you try to wear them, especially if you feel sick for yourself. Pero kung nasa ka naman, yung parang alam mong walang kalat na spread of the disease, then just go on with your usual life. In terms of travel advisories, yun lang. Iniwasan lang yung they keep everyone's updated here kung saan yung mga affected countries na. So, yun, iniwasan lang pumunta doon for the meantime until magkaroon ng vaccine, hopefully, soon. Ano po ba ang pinakabala natin sa Australia? How long na po kayo dito sa Australia? I'm dito nag-work na ako as a nurse. I came here parang student muna, nag-aral for 3 years and then got my registration, now practicing. So, yun lang. Simpleng buhay lang dito. Work, enjoy, with your friends. Bisita-bisita sa mall. May isa or dalawang mall lang kami dito, being a regional area. And then, larong basketball. Yun naman talaga, Filipino. And then, family, parang gathering sa mga bahay-bahay ng mga pamilya. So simple lang, the usual overseas Filipino people living. So wala pa naman drastic changes dito sa Australia. About sa mga workers and student yes, tuloy pa rin ang mga pasok ng mga workers and students. Unlike in Japan, and obviously China perhaps, and maybe I'm not so sure with South Korea na they had to stop the school days. So, walang lockdown pang nangyayari dito sa Australia as far as I know. Everything's normal pa. Um, so, yun lang. So far, it's been good here in Australia. Economic-wise, yun, hit lang din because obviously it's a global industry yung Australia when it comes to what they offer. So, nagiging hindi masyado yung mga import versus export. So, yung business is affected in terms of safety of the health of everyone. Maganda naman yung containment protocols at ginagawa, management ginawa ng Australia. However, it could still be improved. Pero so far, wala pa namang outbreak na nangyayari. Especially dito sa area namin. So I hope, yun lang talaga, me personally, my greatest concern being in the medical health field is, I hope they really keep pushing those pharmaceutical companies and biological researchers to really come up with that vaccine. Hope with all the technological advances we have, they could really discover that as quick as possible because until that vaccine is made for public use, then this thing's gonna keep going maybe for years. And you see, even though people are telling us na huwag masyadong magpanic, but the point na nahawaan ka, your usual routine will have to be stopped because why? You need to be quarantined, you need to be checked for a minimum of 14 days. And kahit gumaling ka na, you'll have to be observed kasi we all know na posibleng bumalik siya kahit gumaling ka na. So, nagiging dormant siya. So, unless there is that proper vaccine, wala. Andyan siya sa katawan mo once na contact mo siya. So, yun lang yung concern ko. Hopefully, matapos na rin to soon. Yun, maging safer world for every one of us. Thank you.